Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cage Warriors Fighting Championship, and we kick off with the Cage Warriors catch weight bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome Declan McAleenan.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is H to the OP. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Fly it in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right. Not DOC, but similar to the letters. No one.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner. It's Terdjman.
Thomas, palms down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come now to 3 rounds in the Cage Warriors catch weight bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker with a professional record of no wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Newry, Northern Ireland, Declan the Demon McAleenan. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer and wrestler with an unbeaten professional record of 1 win, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 148 pounds. From London, England, by way of Paris, France, Thomas Terdjman. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Goddard about to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them.
And what a referee to have in the cage. Probably one of the best 3 referees in the world.
Absolutely, not many people would argue with that. Mark Goddard gets this one underway. Declan McAleenan in the blue, Thomas Terdjman in the black with white and red trim. And immediately McAleenan going for that kick to the body. He actually has a win by kick to the liver in his amateur career. Looking to get straight back in there with Terdjman. Terdjman considers himself a boxer and wrestler. McAleenan really known more for his striking than anything else. And he shows it. Has his hands very low there, Nick.
Exactly, and he has to be careful with that. He's kind of trying to lure him in and get him to open up so he can counter him properly. McAleenan clinching, Terdjman up against the cage. Trying to get that trip, he gets it.
Great stuff there from McAleenan to just slow the pace of this one down a little. He did perhaps get caught there with that low guard.
Yeah. And as you saw, Terdjman is constantly, when he's on his feet, he's constantly switching his stance, so he's going from orthodox to southpaw, back again, which might be a bit challenging for McAleenan.
Well, he got the takedown, but he steps out of the guard of Terdjman and gets this one back on the feet. He's a nice snappy punch there from Declan McAleenan.
He's feeling really confident right now. Look at here, he's taunting. Terdjman needs to press in here. Here comes forward. Solid combinations. Oh, gets tagged by a straight cross.
You see the difference in the striking here already. It's combination striking from McAleenan, whereas Thomas Terdjman just seems to be trying to load up that one big punch.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense because McAleenan is, you know, having his hands down, so maybe Terdjman is trying to time that one strike that can knock him out. And now he's working his knees really well here in the clinch.
Great trip there from Declan McAleenan, looking to pass the guard.
Terdjman looks to have a Kimura grip on the left arm. Don't know
Difficult to get the submission from this position, but he could use it to sweep his man over.
Exactly. Now McAleenan almost inside mount. Terdjman still got that Kimura grip, tries to buck out of it. Hangs on to it. Needs to be careful though, doesn't get countered.
Nice short elbow there from McAleenan, just creating a little bit of space.
Exactly, and very nice work of McAleenan to keep control and stay on top.
Terdjman going back to guard now, and let's see if McAleenan stays on top in this position. He did walk away earlier in the fight. It looks like he's perhaps doing it again, but charges straight back in with a kick to the thigh, really keeping Thomas Terdjman guessing.
Yeah. It's also a mental game, like he's stepping up, he's shown he has, you know, the opportunity to do what he wants at any point.
Terdjman marked up slightly on the cheek there, a sign of the accurate punching of Declan McAleenan in this first round.
Yeah, both fighters switching stances all the time. It's going to be interesting. Now they're in a southpaw orthodox against each other, so it's going to be the cross they're looking for, both of them.
Nice kick across the body there from Terdjman, with McAleenan just baits him in again.
Yeah, Terdjman shoots in, doesn't set it up, and McAleenan just, you know, shrugs him away. Gets on top in the guard here. Terdjman has an underhook, but from this position it's going to be difficult to work with that.
As we said, Nick, Declan McAleenan may just have the one defeat as a professional, but he does have a storied amateur career. He's picked up plenty of wins in the amateur division. There's certainly no lack of experience here from either man.
Yeah. Oh! McAleenan goes for a high kick, but gets taken down. Nice elbows from the bottom. McAleenan staying busy. Gets a punch back.
McAleenan closing that guard straight away, and already you see the legs climbing high.
Nice elbows. Really nice work from McAleenan.
Yeah, it looks like he's cut his man with one of those elbows.
No surprise there. It's not often you see the fighter on the bottom being the most active. Terdjman really struggling here in McAleenan's guard.
And we've got a huge welterweight title fight coming up later tonight. Matt Inman, one half of that fight, known for his active guard and those elbow strikes from the bottom.
Oh, McAleenan goes for an omoplata.
Oh, fantastic stuff there from McAleenan.
Wow.
And perhaps saved by the bell was Thomas Terdjman.
Yeah, he's had a rough round.
He took some big elbows from the bottom. Declan McAleenan just switching into the omoplata. Fantastic stuff, not something you see every day.
Yeah, you don't, especially not in these kind of fights. It's usually on the higher level you see, but really nice showing.
Fast and furious start from both these young men. We'd love to hear your thoughts on how that first round went. Use the hashtag CW80 on social media to join in the conversation. hear your thoughts on all the fights on tonight's card, specifically our huge welterweight title fight later on this evening, live around the world on UFC Fight Pass. At Cage Warriors on Twitter is the place to be for the social media conversation as we get ready for round 2 of this catchweight contest. Declan McAleenan and Thomas Terdjman. And Nick, a fairly even first round. Both guys did good work, but who do you think's pulling away with this one on the judges' scorecard so far?
I think McAleenan, he comes out on top in the first round. He got the takedowns. He did the most damage, I feel. Got tagged a couple times, but it was all McAleenan in my eyes.
Terdjman throwing hard again at the beginning of the second round, but
yeah,
he did take a big leg kick to open things off.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything McAleenan throws is just to hurt him, and you can see it shown on Terdjman. He's both fighters coming with the right hand, body kick.
That body kick and a knee followed it up.
Yeah, looked like Terdjman maybe got hurt by that body kick and shot in desperation.
But again, he's just shocked off with that takedown attempt, finds himself on the bottom.
Yeah.
McAleenan looking for a can opener here to perhaps open that guard up.
Yeah. And he steps away. One thing you don't see many fighters doing from here is trying to punch your legs. If you stand up in somebody's guard, you're free to just chop away at the legs. Oh, misses with the high kick again. Terdjman gets the takedown. Let's see if he can stay on top.
Almost a carbon copy of what we saw in the first round. That high kick just looped over the top a little bit too high. Yeah. Came down on the shoulder. Yeah. And Thomas Terdjman able to use it to effect the takedown.
Yeah, Terdjman really good at just ducking under the high kick, living his life dangerously, but ducking under and getting the takedown.
Have to be wary of the triangle setup here.
Exactly.
So many options for McAleenan. We saw him land those huge elbows in the first round from this position as well. And it really is making Thomas Terdjman think twice about his setups here.
Yeah, he's really good at... Oh, there he got the triangle. Can he get the finish? He locked it in. He got the right position. Now he just needs to create the angle.
Keep your toes out that fence. Keep your toes out that fence.
It is locked in quite a way out on his foot, which might make it difficult to get the submission, but he's working on getting the proper angle now. So it's just about... getting the pressure right.
From that fence, fighter.
Wants to get his ankle just behind the knee there and really cinch that in.
And he grabs the ankle.
The foot down now.
Yeah, trying to work for it. But Terdjman really being resilient here, not just letting him get the submission, but it seems to be tighter and tighter.
McAleenan pulling the head down, giving it the big squeeze here. Thomas Terdjman hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, he's really being resilient right now.
Keep your toes out that fence.
I was just about to say nice submission defense, but it's not so much the submission defense as him just being stubborn right now. And now
big
he's turning into...
From McAleenan, you hear his corner say it's in. Squeezing for dear life.
Yeah.
Terdjman looking on borrowed time here.
He looks desperate, but at the same time he's hung up for so long, so maybe it's not so tight that he's about to tap. And he's just trying to make McAleenan tie his legs up, because it is quite tiring being on the bottom in this position, trying to get that submission, fighting for it.
Absolutely, you're going to wonder what effect that's going to have on McAleenan's legs.
Over with his knee, trying to get out of the submission.
But again, pulling down the back of the head is McAleenan there. And it's all over. Referee Mark Goddard calls the submission here in the second round. And the man who billed himself as just a striker comes out and submits Thomas Terdjman. Becky the Diva McAleenan picks up his first professional winning on Cage Warriors.
What a show.
Consummate performance from the young man from Newry, Northern Ireland. And that triangle choke really did take a bit of persistence, Nick, but he got there in the end.
Exactly. You need to, if you feel you have the submission, you need to be persistent with it, as you said. You can't just let it go. It's a potential fight finisher, as we just saw here. So once you get it, you just got to hang on to it.
Well, let's take a look back at some of the action from this contest. There's the big leg kick to start things off in the second round from Declan McAleenan.
And the body kick and the head kick just misses, which is setting up the guard, and here he comes to this triangle submission.
And it's just a series of tiny adjustments to close all the gaps, create the correct angle, and referee Mark Goddard has seen enough. He calls the submission there in the second round. We'll throw it to Andy Friedlander to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to the contest at 3 minutes and 28 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by triangle choke, Declan McAleenan.
For Decky, the Demon McAleenan.
Yeah, a great showing on this platform. Really solid fight.
His first professional win. He's with Andy Friedlander.
Decky, you've been out a while, you're back in, you've got back in the W column. It must feel very good.
It feels great, but I'm back where I deserve to be. Like, I'm training my boys with serious pro records and getting on good. And then they say to you, what's your record? 0-1. There's no way I'm an 0-1 fighter. Well, I'm a 1-1 fighter now, but I know how good I am. My team know how good I am. I've been out for 14 months and took this fight in about 3 weeks' notice. So we'll see what way this hand is, and I'm good to go again anymore.
Well, let's talk about the fight. Very loose in the first round, holding your hands nice and low, and you seem to want him on his feet. Every time you went to the mat, you didn't want to be on top, you wanted him back on your feet. Why was that? Was that to do with the drills, your practice, your training, or were you just having more success with your hands?
I spar, you shout that. I spar with my hands down, drawing you on. But I'm 6'2", fighting a featherweight, I should be. You try and get past my reach.
Well, then we've got to take it to the end of the fight. You seem to have a lot of success from your back, and once you had that attempt going, you decided you were just going to go all the way, your corner willing you on. What adjustments can you maybe share with us that you made to close the show there?
Just like, I have Jerry Smith, a great purple belt back home. I have Sebastian Torres, a black belt. In my eyes, one of the best black belts going. You find someone that'll give you a harder time than that man that knows what he's doing. And then a big Chris Meaney, like, I've had harder spars with that man in the gym than anyone can push me in a fight. Anyone with that man there.
Well, you're young, you're ambitious, you're obviously talented. Tell us where you want to get to. You're here, you've got the promotion ahead of you, Cage Warriors, fans in front of you. What do you want out of this sport?
Line them up and knock them down.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Mr. Declan McAleenan.
Big words from Declan McAleenan, obviously enjoying the atmosphere and enjoying the moment, and quite rightly enjoying that impressive victory, Nick.